Let's share diamonds with different cut shapes, and can you explain what topic I can talk about? Obviously, most people buy round diamonds. I started this topic to drive away customers. In fact, the main reason why I talked about this topic is because many netizens left messages asking me to talk about different cutting special shaped diamonds. So I wonder if it's really a lot of people like it, so I'll talk about it because in fact I like special shaped diamonds myself. Maybe I see too many round diamonds. Even if it's really a matter of people, I'll treat it as self-high. Okay, let's start. Everyone knows the weight of diamonds. If diamonds are cut in different shapes under the same number of cards and weight, the scintillation is actually different. Of course, the prices are different. Usually, if you see different cuts, most of them are gemstones. That is, it is red sapphire, blue sapphire and green sapphire, but the cutting of gemstones is different from the cutting of diamonds because the crystal structure of gemstones is different, so it requires a little different cutting to tie them well. The method shows the luster and color of gemstones, so there are many different cuts of these gemstones. In addition to the shapes, water drops and heart shapes that I usually see, there are many millennium gongs buried gemstones are a bit flat, much flatter than diamonds, so I can do some strange cuts if I don't mind consuming some stones. But this time, I mainly talk about diamonds. I will first talk about the most expensive diamond cut, and the most common cut is cut round brilliant. How expensive is it? The round shape is actually the flicker, which is the highest flicker, but at the same time the diamond cut is the most consuming rough stone. The best round cut is 57 or 58. As for diamond cutting, I have talked about round cutting YouTube before. If you have time, you can check it out. This time I mainly talk about other special shaped design diamonds. Many people just say, I am very excited when I buy diamonds. The price performance ratio is high. So many times it is round, but the price performance ratio is because the color is not too beautiful. The cut is just 3 excellent. It's not fluorescent. It doesn't need to be too good to the naked eye. It's so scary, but in fact everyone ignores one kind, which is called special shaped cut diamonds, because special shaped cut diamonds are actually much flatter than round cut diamonds, and I usually see several kinds of special shaped diamonds. There are 9 kinds in total, so today I'm targeting 9 kinds. Let's do an analysis. Let's talk about it first. First of all, let me talk about it. What everyone is most concerned about is whether different cuts of diamonds will make diamonds look bigger. That is to say, when you look at the big grains, because there are some special shape cut diamonds, when you look at them, they will indeed feel larger than the round cut diamonds. That is, they are 10 to 15% larger, although they are about tightly tied with the same weight and the same number of cards, just like when you see princess cut or marine eyes. Cutting is also called cutting, so when you see it, it looks like a cutting. It is called marquise in English, so there are oval cuts, oval is oval, and there are drop shapes. Pierre, some people call it water drop shape, some people call it lithium shape. It looks like a round cut, but the price is even, so the price performance ratio is high. I would like to remind everyone that if you want to buy round, water drop shape, horse shaped, heart shaped, and other diamonds, you should pay attention to it. Just look at the widest part of the waist. It is possible that there will be some dark spots. This one is the bow tie effect I talked about before. Bowie effect. So actually, because GIA's cutting will have a cutting grade, if the cut grade is better, the less obvious the collar effect will be, and you can't even see it. Add it, so when you buy diamonds in several shapes, you must look at the real thing. It's not easy to talk about it. Look at the certificate. Excellent. They are very good. They are so good. You really have to buy diamonds with your naked eyes. You can't just look at the certificate. Then I'll tell you something else. In fact, what you said is, many people say, I want a lathe to polish the symmetrical 3 diamonds. They are all the highest grade, excellent, so they are the most flashy. But what are the same special shaped cut diamonds? There won't be 3 excellent diamonds. There are 2 excellent diamonds, but it's often because it's a special shaped cut diamond. Well, in fact, it's hard to find perfection. Let me give you an example. What is a perfect heart shape in a heart-shaped diamond? Everyone has different heart shapes in their hearts. Some people think that fat hearts are beautiful, while others think that sharp hearts are beautiful. Which one is perfect first? Actually, it's the answer. So, When you go to this situation, you can look at it with the naked eye. Sometimes it's just as important to see the certificate. I think it's just about to go to the alien diamond. In fact, it's not easy to pursue it. If you need to pursue it, you must be excellent for me. Very good is fine, but I talked about the tie first, so be careful of the bow tie effect. Let me first talk about round cutting and round cutting. In fact, it is similar to round stones. Look at the front. The lines and luminosity are so strong. There are 5 or 6 black faces. It retains the weight of the original stone to the greatest extent. It is so big and shiny. Some mainlanders just say that it is an armored bullet, which is a white pigeon egg. It feels like an armored bullet, and on the crown of Empress Jiaying, a diamond is a proper round diamond. If you are closer, Alang Lang playing the piano. A wedding ring is a 4-card oval masonry. The next one is shaped, that is, it is like a lithium diamond. If there are some people, it is cut by a water drop camp pier. Personally, I think it is really beautiful, except for diamonds. Just like some Hainan Island morganite and so on, they are actually very suitable for lithium-shaped cutting, especially the blue colour of Hainan Castle, that is, they are tied well. Tears, but let's talk about diamonds first. This lithium-shaped diamond has this round diamond outline, and there is a pointed diamond, which looks like a drop of water. There are 58 black-faced ones. As for the most famous lithium diamond, there is a female star, Elizabeth Lai. The most famous one she once played is the Egyptian demon throat. There was once a 69-calorie lithium diamond in 1969. Queen Elizabeth Tello will use 1 million to 1. This diamond was auctioned at the auction. How many years later? In 1973, the company wanted to use double prices to recycle it, but Elizabeth refused to do so. By 1979, a few years later, Elizabeth came to sell this diamond for US $2.5 million, and the profit doubled in the past 10 years. If you talk about it, it has been a little recently. Tony Long Chu Wai and Karina Lau are only boundaries. It's a Cartier 12-card water drop diamond. Okay, the next princess square in English is princess cut. It means princess. It's so special, square bricks, or it's called it. Most of them are 5, 7 or 58 black faces. If it is cut on the side, it looks like an inverted pyramid, so it's all called Princess Square, but everyone should pay attention to it. Princess Square is square, so it's not easy to sell. Princess Square is rectangular, or rectangular is Princess Square. The ratio of such a beautiful princess square is about 1 to 1.05. It's the most beautiful guy. If we talk about the recent situation, Michelle Race has a diamond ring, and it's an 8-cal princess square diamond. Okay, let me talk about how many girls like heart-cut diamonds. The structure is especially a heart-shaped diamond, and the bottom is pointed. One is a waste of precious stones and a cutting method, so I came forward to find heart-shaped diamonds, which are more difficult to find. Well, it means that they are more expensive. Heart-shaped diamonds. How romantic is it? So a cut and tie it so endure before. Some ancient Indians, some craftsmen invented it. I have some suggestions. Heart-shaped diamonds. I recommend buying at least 50 copies of the explanation. Because you mentioned it first, there is a heart-shaped diamond in the middle, and there is a dent. If you have a diamond, the heart-shaped diamond is too fine. The outline is actually not obvious enough. You all know that you are so heart-shaped diamonds need to add a double dip. A pair of earrings and rings are all good because they have a claw. The side will not look like a heart shape, but it will look like an earth shape or a thin triangle. Please pay attention to this. When you buy a big diamond ring, Ruby Lin recently bought a wedding diamond ring. It will come from a 5.03 card main stone heart shape on the side. There are 2 dates in the catalogue, namely Emero cut diamond rings. Well, the next blue pointed cut is also called Marquise cut. English Macy's is a bit like a camel round, but the 2 sides are sharper and so modern. I think this cut has a name called Lu Baika, because this marker is really an explanation in Chinese. It seems to be called Mrs. Throat up and down. This cut can have a great effect. That is, it's like looking at the big ones and burying them together. A cut and tie them slender. It will make the fingers look slender and thin. Guojing and Huo Qiguang's wedding ring. Just tie a 3-cam eye diamond. Okay, let me talk about the next one. After cutting the cushion, it looks a little like a princess, but if you tie it, the princess won't do it. Sleep? Yuan Yuandi can be traced back to the 19th and 20th centuries. Ah, what a cut. It used to be the most popular cutting store. The more famous one is the Treasure of Tiffany store. If you want to know about Tiffany's yellow diamond, you can look at my previous YouTube. The 100 card king diamond is cushion cut. The next emerald cut is so emerald, it is emerald in English. This Emma cut is actually my favorite cutting, is this cutting. I think it's so beautiful. I don't talk about flashing. Well, of course it is. Sparkling diamonds don't take the route of sparkling diamonds. The main thing is to look at the transparency of the diamond. When you choose this Mo-cut diamond, the first thing you need to pay attention to the color and correctness. This cutting, the most important thing is to focus on the natural beauty of the diamond itself. Usually scared diamonds Zhengdao Si1 is actually cost effective, but if you choose an emerald cut diamond, it is the most correct. Well, it's best to really VS2 or above. If you come first, you can make sure that it is clean to the naked eye because it is really transparent. If there are some flaws in it, it is easy to see. So let me mention it. Everyone, if you buy some horse eyes, water drop shapes, heart shapes, or some princess squares, or some diamonds, when you are hurt or when you look at it, there is a Senkaku dialect. Be careful to protect these sharp positions because these sharp positions are important if you encounter some collisions. During a fierce collision, there is a chance, but it is really easy to collapse because diamonds, although they are the hardest substances with the highest hardness, are not easy to spend, but it doesn't mean that they are not easy and they are not easy to collapse. Well, next time I have a chance, I will do a YouTube talk about the problem that diamond wood is the hardest, but it is so easy to collapse, especially the sharp corners. If you have a clarity, such as a feather, it is so close to this tip. Be very careful because if you are injured, you will have a chance. If the master is not careful, you will be injured and collapse and you won't know because you can use a claw. You should pay attention to covering it. In addition, some people and some girls just want to wear diamonds and they just want to look slender and beautiful hands. Of course, I don't know it myself, but since I saw my wife walking around all day to get some nails, they were all blind, green and doll-like, I began to discover. Tax system. It's really good to pay attention to one hand. What if you tie it? On the one hand, I recommend choosing some longer diamonds such as blue pointed diamonds, water droplets, round diamonds, etc. In short, long diamonds will make your hands look more slender and more beautiful. If you have beautiful nails, I think you need to flip over a slender diamond so it's perfect. Alas, let's talk about radiant cut. You see some that look like princesses and some that look like Emero. Well, actually, what a method. In fact, it is the most similar to a round diamond, so it is very flashy. I just started YouTube. I just talked about the special shape cut diamond and the price performance ratio is relatively high. So I'll give you a price. Well, of course, the prices of each store are different. Let me talk about it for reference. Generally speaking, the prices of Emero cut and princess cut are a little lower, but of course, sometimes the water drop shape is almost the same, but everyone must pay attention to it. Before I talk about the beautiful knot effect, so even if it is a few flat, it will be fine. When is there a beautiful knot effect? I think it greatly affects the appearance. To be fair, I think if the cleaning effect is really serious, in fact, I don't recommend buying it. If you already use a flat price and then buy something with a cleaning effect and a flat one, I think it seems to go against the option. That is, you started buying diamonds because you want to look beautiful. I don't know, but I make diamonds that are durable and have a bow tie effect. Lithium type. Shuidying, I really feel like my eyes and nose are stubborn. I really don't know how to buy it. Why don't you have a look? The following one, I'll make a watch so that everyone can have a look, including whether it will look bigger or not. That is, it actually shows that your fingers are longer and the price is different from cutting. If you are thinking about buying diamonds, I think you really want to capture this screen like this YouTube and you want to subscribe to my channel. If you have friends who like some special shaped stone cards, please quickly share this YouTube on WhatsApp for a look because I believe this watch can really help you save money. Time is very clear. I hope everyone will support me. Hey, regarding the information of special shaped cut diamonds, it should be similar. If I miss anything, can you please mention that I shouldn't bask in my day? So much to share. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will subscribe. Bye bye.